trying, in as much as women are trying to be good to their spouses, right? We are all trying, but even in that, we have these unfortunate situations and scenarios that happen day to day, which we need to address. But it does not make all men right. So,
Well,
so you should not be afraid of our men, like us.
I mean, but if you get to the point that you're my spouse and I'm afraid of you, then there are other issues.
Right.
We're talking about complete strangers, and that's what I address. That's what I answer.
Right. As to
Come
why
on
they
now,
don't.
you guys got the gamut way too open. Don't leave room for all that gray area. Let's make some of this black and white. Come on now, don't change what you're asking me and what you are hoping to be my response, one way or the other, based off of what I'm giving you. Don't open the gamut afterwards. I'm afraid of you because you are a stranger and you ran up on me, and I'm not accustomed to men being gentlemen. Not me, because that's what I know. I'm talking about what he said. Somebody running up on you, getting on the bus. Come on now, we live in Chicago. I'm just giving a scenario. When we pulled up down the street, we kind of blocked traffic for a few moments, and I told my friend, I said, listen, because she got really nervous. I said, it's okay. Given our demographics, you're going to be given that courtesy. And after she got parked, Miss Karen pulled up and gave a wave. You understand? On the south side of Chicago, my brother pulls up and blocks the street, talking to Lenny and Squiggy at the curb with a whole roll of road to park, to pull over. But he doesn't. He blocks from where I'm at back and sits there and talks. And then the guy he's talking to acknowledges that I'm sitting here waiting. I don't blow, but the car behind me blows. Then I'm being called out my name and being told, hey, I'm going to wait, this, that, and the other. I don't even have to want to go through those areas, but it's becoming more and more prevalent. Hell yeah, I'm afraid of you. What you want? I don't smoke no squares. Back up off of me. I don't have no light for you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for. Go ahead. I think we had a hand
So
in the audience.
yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you go ahead. If it's pertaining to this, or are you moving on to a different?
It's pertaining to
Okay,
this.
and then I'll go after you. Yeah.
Okay. Similar to what the sister said over here, this is true. Years ago in my 20s, I was shot and robbed. They shot me twice in college. In college in my 20s. I'm 50 now.
Wow, girl, you look good.
Thank
You
you.
look great.
He shot me in my left arm and my right thigh, and I fell on top of my daughter. The thing is that he was walking toward me, and I'm like, I didn't want to be that person. I let him walk close toward me. Right now, at this point, I go nowhere without a gun. Nowhere do I go. I have my conceal and carry. I work at Cook County Juvenile Detention. I didn't know I had issues with it until I started getting hurt at work, concussions, hitting my face, because the young men there do not understand what it means. So when you go back with that, you got to go all the way back. Even though we love our black boys, we don't trust them. You can come up on me and ask me a question, because from a distance, I have to say, what do you need? No, no, I'm good, son. Thank you, baby. Baby. Come on now, I want to hurt you, because I will. So right there is not so much that we don't want that. We love that. But you have to be in the right setting to give us that. Don't give me that on the street. Right now in my car, I have to make sure that the doors are locked. I have to make sure as I walk up on the car, nobody's on the side of me. Because right now, we are endangered species to each other. Because the kids, I have my daughter at 19 years old. My oldest is 31. Their generation thinks totally different than the way we think. So they're going to pop a pill. In the jail, the youngest I had for sexual assault was 10 years old. He sexually assaulted somebody, which means that happened to him. So you have to understand the generation and the people. So if somebody come open the door for me, if you were dressed like that and you open the door, I would say thank you. But 9 times out of 10, me and you on the elevator, I'm like, do I have my gun on me? Okay, is it in my pretty purse? Okay, can I get to it? So right now, I may get on the elevator with you, but everything I'm going to do, I'm going to think about my safety, and I'm going to think about me. So it's not personal. It's where we live, how we live, and the generation that we live in. I asked them, I'm like, why did you do that to that lady? Why did you rape her? Why did you take that 12 to 13-year-old boy with you to go rob? He said, I ain't had nothing to lose. She forgot to, she didn't turn her alarm on in her house because she didn't want her husband to wake up the baby. They climbed through her window, a 16-year-old and a 13-year-old, to get her car. And he said, well, she was laying there, so I decided to take it. The pills that they pop, ecstasy mixed with cocaine, mixed with this. No, personally, every woman in here, please take care of yourself. Please make sure your doors are locked. Don't go to the gas station, lock your doors. Because right now, I feel like we are endangered. Other races may not want us, and we don't even want ourselves. I just told a young lady here, black women, we act like we really dislike each other. So
Wow.
don't, it ain't just being nice to you. I will open the door for another young lady and she'll go through it like, huh. So it's not just you. It's us as a whole. We have never been this close. COVID made us, this is the time you're supposed to make money and Black Lives Matter. But it's hard to say that when you got a young man who shot me and now you want me to say that his lives matter. His life matters, but man really matter. So just understand when we discussing this, the environment. So if you came and you was right here and you opened the door, I'd be like, thank you. But if we was on the street and you was opening the door, my hand gonna be right here, and I'm like, okay, you gonna go through, babe. I got you.
Wow.
So just it's more than one side to it.
Yeah.
And no, and this is very good, and this is why these type of discussions is very, very, very important. Thank you so much. No, Shatima, I know you wanted to.
Do y'all have that same fear when white men open the door or when white men approach you?
I do it now as a joke. I'm like, excuse me, I have this white young man behind my door. I think oh no, he's probably playing. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable. Please come and check.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I do it. I don't care who it is because
Okay.
a white man will rape you the same way a black man would.
Right.
Yeah.
We're already predators to begin with. My brothers have become my predator. That's what you don't understand. There's something that has been lost. There was once a sense of some form of security, of some form of respect, some standard. Nothing is off limits now. No means go. I mean, it's really, really bad.
Okay.
Because
So I just wanted to kind of piggyback off of a. Oh! Can you guys hear me? Okay, all right. We're dealing with some real issues here in terms of women dealing with trauma. You know, if you're dealing with trauma as well as a man, you most definitely need to heal from. But I'm gonna speak from my perspective. My son is 21 years old, right? And so I don't want him to, and he's a big dude. I don't want him to be perceived as a threat when he goes out, whether it be open up the door. He opens up the door for me because that's what I taught him. You come and get the groceries. That's what we taught you. But I've never been molested or anything of that nature, so I don't understand that particular, and I sympathize with that. But I'm not going to sit up here and lie. When I am out, because of things that you hear in the news and then things personally people have gone through, I don't want to be that person, but I am standing my guard. And there have been men that have wanted to be nice, and it's just like, okay, are you being nice to be nice? You taking care of your sister as a black sister? Or are you trying to come up to me, rob me, rape me? And it's not that we want to think of you guys in that particular way. It's just that it does happen, and you don't necessarily have to see it on the news. It's happening to my sister. So what I find in particularly when black women start to talk about their pain, men start to say, oh, you bitter, you this, you that, or you need to get over it. Not all men, please understand, I'm not saying all men, but they don't say, you know what, I'm sorry that happened to you. Because guess what, when we say the police, when we say no, you do, you